What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Tyrese is back here at it again, calling out his ex-wife. Nope, not Samantha Lee Gibson, but his first wife, Norma Gibson. She's a lady that was born and raised in Britain. Very beautiful lady. They have kids together and things like that. But that is what's going on. I believe she is from the UK, if I'm not mistaken, model from the UK. Let me know if that's true, but I believe that. All right. And she was living there in college in London. She left. She came to the States, had a baby, all of this, and get a divorce. So now he's calling her out on social media. Let's read some of this. I've got nothing to lose but my mind and my reputation, and neither one of these are no longer up for grabs. I get it. We're living in the times of Me Too era. And as soon as a man goes public about the abuse and trauma inflicted on him by a woman, which is what he meant to say, we are shamed into silence. I'm past that. Be yourself on my comments. Shut the F up, man up. Stop putting your personal ish out there on the timeline. Be more private. This is what people were telling him. Did you tell my ex to be more private in 2017 when her accusations rocked my life, my career, my marriage, and every opportunity imaginable that was emotion was killed instantly? After a full trial in 2017 with her testifying over 120 lies was documented under oath, did you shame her into silence? No. I'm done living my life in fear of what she might accuse me of next. I'm done with anyone having power over my life to make all that I have built crumble. For those of you who will say, cry me a river, you rich alpha male, that's cool. Let's see what else he says. Extortion, death threats, blackmail, tax evasion, domestic international wire fraud, skipping 3 full years of tuition of our daughter's school, over $25K in the rears of 167 pages of the full on-court documents, link in bio. 25 years of my life of me being a committed father. No one will ever have power over my life and career. Ever. One thing I don't do is lie. If you know my A-list family law attorney, Terry Levitch Ross, who had to install bulletproof windows in her office after we both received death threats, before they make me delete this post and the link with the full 167 pages of court documents with details to back everything, go there now. Imagine that. Setting up bank accounts in your deceased father's names, forging his signatures on checks. Imagine giving your baby mama $11,000 a month and she refused to get your own daughter's hair and nails done. Wait a minute, there's more. Imagine a court order that states we're supposed to be 50-50 on school tuition and she's missed 3 full years of payments if no F's given was a person. I am done living in fear. I got one Tyrese, just one. I'm going to protect my name and legacy and family until I take my last breath. This is a man bleeding out loud. So here is some of the information he has there. Let me just say this. As men, guys, I know that we have some ladies that are not nice people. And I know that is largely what men's rights is largely about. Men's rights is about the fact that black men don't get a fair shot, or men in general don't get a fair shot. And that women fall out of love with you or pretend to like you or pretend to love you and care about you, and then they do things like this. I get what his concern is. I get what he's saying. But there's one thing that we can't get over the hump with, and that is you chose her. You chose her. Just like you chose the other one. You chose her too. And see, we can't get away from the bush, my brother. This is what you did. You chose this woman. Now you're sitting there idly by and blaming her when she had nothing when she met you. She was living with her mother in the UK. She was in no position to do anything. Financially, you married her, you had children with her or a child with her. Maybe you were both young and You made a mistake and you married the wrong person. Not only that, you did it again with Samantha Lee Gibson. You made the same mistake all over again. And what you're doing is you're blaming women for something that you did yourself. And see, this is what is so problematic with a lot of us as men. And I had to come to the realization of that. And that is this: nobody's making me deal with her. Here's what we got to do. A woman is not doing what you like her to do. You need to get rid of her. And the reason why it's so hard for us is because we don't make women do anything for us. We don't require them that, all they need to be is beautiful and they don't need to do anything. So, and then we got it from there, which is crazy to even say that. And then once they treat you like we allow them to treat us, we fundamentally get mad. Tyrese used to let the girl have his credit cards and do whatever she wants, and just because you loved her. But that lady never learned how to be a benefit to you because you never taught her how to do that. Maybe because you didn't know, and I got it. But when you're a guy that is a high earner, you're doing well, you got to protect yourself. And sometimes that comes with experience. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you make a lot of mistakes as you're coming up. I get it. But what you can't do is blame them. When you continue to get yourself in these situations all the time. All right, the first one could have been, okay, yeah, I learned from that. That was shady. I won't do that no more. Then you have a problem with your, second wife, Samantha Lee Gibson. Then you have a problem with your Instagram model girlfriend. At what point do you say, damn, bro, like I keep having all of these problems. Why? I don't know. Why do I fundamentally keep having these same problems all the time with these women? Like, why am I going to continue to blame them when people do what you allow them to do? Once I figured out that, look, I don't have to put up with something. Well, know what? I don't. End of story. I don't have to put up with it. I refuse to put up with it. I don't put up with it. And at any point, if I feel that a woman is not doing what I'm asking her to do or what I need her to do or putting in the effort, I'm not going to reward that. I get you away from me quickly. It is not going to be tolerated. You can't screw yourself out of the situation. No, especially if it's so blatant. Get the hell on. He can't do that, right? And then when you find out having all that money is not going to mean anything, because when you have all of that money, it doesn't mean a hell of a bean, because eventually they'll look past all of that and they won't respect you. I'd rather not have the money, because you know what's going to happen? It's not going to matter that how good you look. When a woman don't respect you, it's not going to matter. And a lot of women just don't respect guys that don't have any respect for themselves. They just don't. And fundamentally, we get upset about that. Fundamentally, we get mad about that. And we get pissed off about that. And we get mad. But it's us that allow it to a certain fault. And when you have the opportunity to get rid of her, get rid of her. What is she doing there? Get her out of there. Let her go. Let her go destroy somebody else's life. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy L. Jackson back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Before you just heard the bell, we're out.